Hi guys, today we are going to be taking a look at the tourists that are coming to Phuket. Hi guys, hope you are having a great day. First off, I would like to wish everyone a very happy new year. I hope you have all had a very good Christmas. Now you may or may not be aware guys of recent reports in the media covering Thailand's tourism, in particular Phuket, and it has been stated that apparently Phuket is suffering the worst high season for 10 years. It is not the intent of this video to support or dismiss any of these claims, nor will I be giving any official figures out as regarding tourism here in Thailand. What I intend to do on this video is go around to some of the well-known tourist spots on the island and let you guys make your own mind up as regarding the numbers of tourists that are currently in Phuket. Of course, there are going to be some advantages and disadvantages if tourist numbers are down, which we shall look at in the video. I'm currently situated in Chalong Bay. It's a little after 12 o'clock midday on the 4th of January, and the reason why I've come down here to do a little bit of filming is a lot of the tourist boats that run out to the islands taking the various tourists on different trips are moored up here, as you can see. Now I want to make it clear guys, the reason why they're moored up today and they're not out at the islands is there is an impending cyclone due to hit Phuket in the next 48 hours, and of course the boats aren't being allowed out due to safety reasons. Now the one question I want to put forward guys is, would there be so many boats operating from here if there were no customers? Okay, let's move away from the Chalong area now and down towards Nai Harn and Rawai. Both of these areas of course are more popular than Chalong with the tourist. Now guys, I have been a regular visitor to Thailand for well over 16 years, and of course in this time I have seen a lot of changes. One of the big things that has affected me over the last 16 years, and I'm sure has had an effect on tourism, is of course the exchange rate. Now I remember coming to Thailand back in the day and getting 72 baht to the pound, and when I looked yesterday I think the pound was down to sort of 41, so that makes Thailand a lot more expensive for anyone coming from the UK. And one of the things that has been suggested and put forward over the last few years is that the demographic of the tourist has now changed. And basically what is meant by this guys is, before Thailand saw a lot of tourists coming from places such as America, Australia, Europe of course, the UK, Russia, we are seeing Thailand becoming more popular with countries like China and Korea, and of course with this change brings change of habits. Whereas before we would see a lot of the tourists travelling in either small groups or alone, and of course these smaller groups and solo travellers would visit bars, restaurants and other businesses at random. We are now seeing the Chinese and Koreans travelling in a lot larger groups, and due to this they don't visit all businesses such as the small bars and small restaurants, and some smaller businesses may be suffering due to this change. Well guys, as you can see we are now running along the main front at Rawai. Of course, similar to Chalong, there are a lot of boat trips that run from the beach here out to the islands for the tourists. Again, they're moored up today because of the impending cyclone. However, this should give you an idea of how many boats are running out to the islands on tourist trips at present. Now, as always guys, if you have not already subscribed to this channel, you can do so by clicking any of the available subscribe buttons, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank you in advance for subscribing to my channel. Okay guys, let's move over to Nai Harn Beach now. Now one thing I want to mention guys is I am trying to do a fair assessment of the tourists that are currently in Phuket, and I should mention that today's weather is not particularly great, of course with the impending cyclone. So with this in mind, not everybody is going to choose to come to the beach today. However guys, there looks like there's a reasonable amount of people on the beach today considering the weather. By no means is the beach packed, however this does mean you are going to be able to find a reasonable amount of personal space for yourself on the beach to relax. So of course there are some advantages to places being a little bit quieter. Okay guys, I want to move over and take a look at the more popular places such as Kata, Karon and of course Patong. We are now standing at a very well known viewpoint that overlooks Kata. This viewpoint is visited by quite a lot of tourists, especially those staying in Kata and want to take some pictures overlooking the area that they're staying in, and as you can see there is a reasonable amount of people here. Okay, I am slowly making my way down into the main part of Kata and then I will make my way to the beach. I am following the road that links Nai Harn to Kata, and along this road you are going to find some of the shops and restaurants, so it gives you guys a chance to have a look at how busy this area actually is. Bearing in mind it's roughly around lunchtime now, or 1 o'clock. Now of course this road also links Kata Nai. As some of you may know, there are actually two parts to Kata. You have Kata itself and then Kata Nai. Now today I am not going to be going over to Kata Nai, instead I'm going from Kata to Karon and then from Karon to Patong. Now as always guys, if you are enjoying the video, please do remember to give it a thumbs up, it's very much appreciated. We are now arriving at the beach area in Kata. Now Kata is quite a well-known tourist area when visiting the island of Phuket, in particular with families and couples. And as you can see, there are people on the beach even though the weather's not great. I'm going to let you make your own minds up as regarding the numbers. As I mentioned before, on quieter beaches you do have a few more options, one of those being the choice of sunbeds. Of course, if you decide not to sit at the sunbeds, you have a greater choice of where you want to sit on the beach for your own personal space. Now normally when areas have a quieter period, this can bring certain advantages such as good deals on hotels with a lot more availability and generally a greater choice of accommodation. And of course there are going to be advantages with the local restaurants. Obviously some will be doing special deals to get in customers, and of course you are going to be able to find that little special spot in the restaurant a lot easier to have a more enjoyable meal. Okay guys, let's now move over to Karon and take a look at the beach area over there. Well guys, it's a very similar picture here in Karon as it is in Kata. There are people on the beach of course, and again I'm going to let you make up your own minds as to whether the amounts of people that you can see on the beach currently are good or not. Now, to give you guys a fairer picture of Karon's beach, as it's fairly long, I have moved along the beach several times during this filming. Now, moving away from the beach and onto the road that runs parallel to the beach, I thought I'd give you guys a little look at the activity on this actual road. Now, it was my intent to go over to Patong, but today, as you can see, the weather's not improving. It's a little after 2 o'clock now, and to be honest with you guys, the weather's getting worse, and I don't feel that it would be a fair comparison to go over to Patong and show you how many tourists about when the weather's not too good. So in a few moments after the tour of Beach Road, we are going to jump forward in time to the 6th of January 2019. Hopefully the weather is going to be better, and then we can take a look at Patong. Hi guys, and welcome to Patong. It is now the 6th of January around 1 PM in the afternoon, lunchtime. Of course guys, I wanted to carry on the filming roughly around the same time as it would have been on the 4th of January. I'm pleased to report that the cyclone that hit Phuket didn't cause too much damage. In fact, Phuket got away rather lightly compared to other parts of Thailand. The cyclone has now of course moved away, and as you can see, it is a beautiful day here in Patong. Now guys, I'm quite surprised at the beach in Patong today, as it's looking quite busy. So guys, let's go and have a wander on the beach so you can get a better idea of the numbers that are currently on the beach. As you can see, the beach is in full swing with all the water sports being available, and to be honest guys, I would say that the beach is looking rather good today. Now of course guys, there are always going to be some negative effects when busy, lively, popular places take a slight downturn. Of course, if you are going there looking for big parties in lively areas, you are going to notice that some of the bars and clubs are less lively and the parties are getting harder to find. Well guys, once again I'm going to leave it with you to make up your own minds as regards to whether Patong is busy or not for this particular time of year. Of course, there are always going to be advantages and disadvantages with any quiet or busy areas. What you have to decide, guys, is what are your needs and which areas best suit those particular needs. Well guys, as always, I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, please post them in the comments section down below and I will do my best to answer them. So until next time guys, thanks for watching and I will catch you on the next one.